There was a massive flood in August of 2009. This neighborhood is already in a low-lying area, and it was built on top of a combined sewer. So when we had that flooding in 2009, that sewer backed up. Not the first time that this area had flooded, and certainly was not going to be the last. So MSD got the FEMA Hazard Mitigation Grant to do a voluntary buyout. 119 families took advantage of that, taking the neighborhood back to green space, but nothing had happened with this property, almost 20 acres, until 2020. The Parks Alliance was invited to be the nonprofit partner with MSD and Louisville Metro to reach out to the community and ask them what it is that they wanted to see in this public asset. We listened to the community. This is what they wanted to see. They wanted to see this amazing public park that has all the amenities that were their top priority. Picnic pavilions, grills, benches, walking paths, exercise stations, outdoor classroom, this amazing play space. Theme of the play space is music. Naming the park, the California community selected the name of Alberta O. Jones.
The first Black woman to become a lawyer. Also the person who helped pen the contract for a young boxer named Cassius Clay. But more importantly, she was a fighter for our people, and she helped teach people politically. She helped get them trained in voting. She helped change the local government.
Everything that we do is centered on community voice and on taking a whole neighborhood approach. And so to be able to commission a new portrait of Alberta Jones and then invite the community to upload their pictures so that they can literally see themselves in Alberta Jones.
When you look at that mosaic at the park and you can actually see our community members in her face, you can see yourself in her life, in her legacy, in her work.
That's not something that we would ever thought of to do. That's the wisdom of the community. So all of their top priorities is what we put into the Phase 1 design. This is 25% of what the park will be. This whole corner here is going to be completely redone for event space, looking at more exercise paths, tennis, pickleball, a storytelling component. Like, how can this park tell the stories of the community the same way we're now telling the story of Alberta O. Jones? And as soon as we raise the necessary funds, we'll start construction of Phase 2 and finish this off. For the Alliance to be able to come in, raise the private dollars, and kind of push the needle on design is where we can really be a benefit to the city and take those kinds of things off of the plate of the Parks Department that does such a tremendous job, and they work so hard in an under-resourced department to just take care of what we have. Historically, Metro Parks has gotten between $750,000 and $1.2 million in deferred maintenance for all 120 plus of our public parks. This year, between the budget and the additional ARP funding, there's been $15 million that's going into deferred maintenance for our public parks.
3, 2, 1.
That's something that we have been advocating for a significant amount of time. That is what came out of Parks for All, and to see the administration listen to that voice, understand the needs of our park system, and then allocate the appropriate funding is incredible.